Ganga Yamuna Sindhu Kaveri Godavari Katpura Divaduvarade Samarpayame 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 Arul Perum Jodi Tani Perum Karune Tani Perum Karune Arul Perum Jodi Namachivaya Varga Nathan Talvarga Imayapurdam Yangal Ninja Nigada Talvarga Om Guru Brahmanaya Namah Guru Vishnuvaya Namah Maheshwaraya Namah Om Adi Marajaki Devi Ekmurti Sai Ekmurti Govinda, what the camper guy? Govinda, 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 yeah, this one's pretty nice. Govinda, what the camper? Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah. What the camper there? Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Wait. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 All rise, please. All rise. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namo. You come the front of me. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Vishnu Bhagavanukku Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Thirumalai Aandavarukku Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah என்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஆதிபரா சக்தி தேவியே போற்றி. Please remain for opening prayer. गंगा यमुना सिंधु कावेरी गोदावरी नर्मदा सर्वणीय तीर्थम प्रोषितु कालमंदमयार कुशाली नरिवु कात्मा कुनट्टदियम शांतिमल्ल கற்பூர தீப தூதிபாராதனை சமர்ப்பணை செய்கின்றோம். அருட்ஜோதிமணியை போற்றி, ஒளிவிளக்கே போற்றி, தேவாதி தேவனே போற்றி, அம்மையே போற்றி, தாயே போற்றி, மங்கள ஈஸ்வரியே போற்றி.
Sound check 1 2. Let's all pray to the power that we believe in as God, the power that carries us through, the power that gave birth to the mother whose mortal remains lies in the casket, while the soul, the Atman, is making its way to Paramatman, the great God Almighty. Whatever your religious denomination, whatever your affiliation, doesn't matter. Pray to the God you believe in, the God that you trust in, and the God that will bring you through even if you face with challenges. Thank you. Please be seated as we be ready to ask you to come through to pay your respects. We have the Sri Sri Subramanian audio prayer here and over to them to sing while we put on the garlands of the casket. அன்பும் பண்பும் பெருகிய பெற்றோர்களுக்கும் சகோதரர்களுக்கும் நான் ஒரு சமரகாசங்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய அனுதாபத்தையும் வணக்கத்தையும் செலுத்துகின்றேன். Humble salutation, vanakkam, namaste, namaskaram, Om Sai Ram to one and all of you. I, the officiating Guru Samanand Saragas, I greet you in the name of God Almighty. Now when you're coming through to pay your respects, please come on my right, which will be your left, round this projection table, to the families sympathize, and you may go back to your seat. So come onto my right, which will be your left, and the group will continue to sing.
Wow. We will start with Sankara Sankara.
Thank you.
Pachiparo Sama.
You will Ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam, Namaskaram, and a very good afternoon to all of you. We gather today to lay to rest a loving and devoted mother. However, it is also an opportunity, and despite the fact that it's a sad day, it is also an opportunity to celebrate a life well led. The reason I say this is because the late Mrs. Pushpavathi Naidoo was just short of her 92nd birthday, indicating that she has had a long and fulfilling life that should be celebrated. The pictures on the screen that you are watching give you some glimpses into her life, and a little later you will hear a lot more about the life and times of our dear mother from the family members who will be paying tribute to her. I want to acknowledge the members of the Sri Siva Subramanian Alayam Sunday Service Group for conducting these bhajans that have been bringing immense comfort to the family as they received your condolences. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would like to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Gopal Naidoo, fondly known to us as Uncle Sunny. By way of introduction, Uncle Sunny is Amma's late husband's brother, who is very well qualified to pay this tribute to her, seeing as they lived together as an extended family for many years before moving from the farm in New Glasgow to the then village of Verulam. I think we can call ourselves a town now. Uncle Sunny, if I could ask you to come to the podium, please.
Dear relatives and friends, it is indeed an honor to be asked to speak to you about my memories of Amma as we gather to celebrate the extraordinary life of a person who embodied life with kindness and unwavering strength. Amma was born on the 15th of November 1933 into the prominent Naidoo family of Tewu. She was the last surviving of the Naidoo family, and I must add here that she lived to a grand old age of 91. She was the one who lived the longest amongst the Naidoo family. She sadly passed away peacefully on the 8th of March 2025 at the hospital in the presence of her children who had travelled from New Zealand and Australia to visit her in hospital. After she lost her husband, my late brother, some 31 years ago in the year 1994, she continued to be a pillar of strength to her children in the absence of their dad, who was gone to rest relatively early in life. All her life, she occupied the position of Home Executive, which she held with great dignity and decorum. She was always there for the family. No one could have wished for a better mother in all their lives. I have never heard her scold my nephews and nieces, nor did she punish them physically for any misdemeanor they may have committed. When anyone in the family, especially the children, were late to return home, you would find her waiting awake, sitting next to the lamp, waiting for a safe return. She was the embodiment of calmness, and never did I see her angry, no matter what the circumstances were. During the latter part of her life, despite her impaired vision and hearing, she remained in good spirits. Whenever visitors arrived at her home, she would greet them with a cheerful smile when their names were announced. Because they had to announce their names because she couldn't see properly. A hearty laughter whenever family incidents were spoken about will always be etched in my memory. As I stand here, I want to pay tribute to my sister-in-law, whom I called Amma, as a respect to her. I want to thank her for caring for me during my teenage years and early adulthood. I clearly remember the sumptuous meals she used to prepare, and I want to thank her for being a loving aunt to my children, who spent the early years with their family when we all lived under one roof as a joint family. I also want to thank my nephews, nieces, and their partners for taking good care of Amma by providing her with nourishing meals, taking her to the doctor for regular assessments, and for providing her with caregivers who saw to her needs 24 hours a day. I want to conclude with a silent prayer that her soul achieves moksha and that her children are granted the strength to cope with this sad loss. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Sunny, for that moving tribute. I do know that Amma loved you very much as well. At this point, I'm going to hand over to the group to render another bhajan. Thank you.
Vanakkam and Namaskaram. We will all sing Sutrane Deviyan. If you are familiar with the Devarins, please feel free to join us. Page 72.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now call upon Saran and Raisalan, Amma's eldest two sons, to pay their respects and tributes to their late mom.
Dear family and friends, thank you for being here today as we say goodbye to an extraordinary woman, our beloved mother, Pushpavathi. Amma was born on the 15th of October, 1933, at home in Clearwood. She was one of 5 siblings, with her only brother, Willie. Her mother, Chinna Apna, was a skilled and dedicated homemaker who lovingly sewed all her children's clothes. When Amma's 2 elder sisters married, she selflessly left school to take on the responsibility of managing the household. Despite the loss of her 4 siblings who passed away far too soon, Amma carried her grief with grace and quiet resilience. Her father, Kirsten Samidalia, was a humble shop assistant on Victoria Street, known for his kindness and generosity. Amma inherited his gentle nature and selflessness. Though he was not one of visiting others, his love for Amma was evident. He made sure to personally meet the family she was marrying into, a gesture that spoke volumes. Amma's journey with our father began through an uncle in Tonga in March 1956. They were married in a grand celebration at the New Glasgow School, with guests arriving in 2 full buses. She embraced a new life with strength and devotion. Amma's greatest joy was a family. She often said, "There's no place like home and no family like mine." And she lived by those words, making sure we always knew we were loved. As we grew older, we came to truly appreciate the sacrifices she made for us. She put our needs before her own, always. Her selflessness, kindness, and generosity shaped the people we have become and set an example for us to follow. In her final moments, we were all by her side, holding her hands, whispering words of love, and thanking her for everything she had given us. It was a privilege to be there for her, just as she had always been there for us. As we say goodbye, we take comfort in the memories we shared, the laughter, the tears, and the countless moments of joy. We miss her dearly, but we know she's at peace, watching over us with love. Rest in peace, dear Mom. Your legacy lives through us and will continue to make you proud. Moving from Claywood to the new Glasgow farm was a huge adjustment for Amma. She left behind the comforts of city life and embraced a simpler way of living, with paraffin lamps, candles, and collecting rainwater for drinking, and not forgetting having to walk 300 meters to use the toilet. Despite these challenges, she adapted with resilience. She quickly became known for a delicious cooking, making meals that brought warmth to our home. Freshly cut chicken and home-cooked dishes filled our kitchen with love and comfort. Amma and Daddy welcomed the first child, Saran, in 1957, delivered by the very same midwife who had brought Amma onto this earth. Then came the rest of us, myself, Selvan, Leelam, Kesu, and Sogini. Tragically, Amma lost twin babies during a difficult pregnancy, but through a heartbreak, she remained strong, continuing to care for us with boundless love. Amma's dedication to her children was unwavering. She treated us all equally and never allowed anyone to speak ill about any other. She believed in unity and family above all else. Thank you.
Thank you, Saran and Raisan. The story will continue after we hear one more bhajan from our group. Thank you.
Amma yenrarikada uyerillaye, Amma ve vanangada uyerillaye, Amma yenrarikada uyerillaye, Amma ve vanangada uyerillaye, Nerendra Vesandivam Vechata.
Our next two speakers will be Kaislan, popularly known as Selvan, and Leland, who are Amma's second and third children respectively. Selvan, Leland.
Amma had a heart so full of kindness and generosity that she never turned away anyone, not once. No matter who you were or what time of the day it was, if you arrived at her doorstep, she made sure that you were fed. Even the farm workers would show up at odd hours, and they never left hungry. She planned ahead, always setting aside rainy day money. And as kids, whenever we needed money, we went up to her, and she never ever said, sorry, we can't afford it. Her love wasn't just for children, it extended to everyone around her. She was the heart of our family, making sure every wedding was perfect, standing beside us through every milestone, and later embracing the role as a grandmother with endless joy. And when she became a great-grandmother to Lennox and Tavi, her love only grew stronger. Amma shared a deep, unbreakable bond with her own siblings. They were inseparable, always finding an excuse together, to reminisce, to laugh, and need I say, how their stomachs laughed too. The memories made in Township, Effingham, Claywood, and New Glasgow will never fade, nor will the lessons we've learned from Uncle Victor, Willie Mama, and many others. Their love and closeness shaped us, and though it breaks our heart to say goodbye, we find comfort in knowing that they are together now. Amma, your memory was sharp, even in your later years. Not long ago, you reminded me of something I had done and forgotten. How I convinced Daddy to leave the lonely farm and move to Verona. You told me how much that meant to you. Even in those small moments, your gratitude and love shone through. How do you pay tribute to someone like Amma, a woman who touched the lives of so many, in so many ways? Every person here today, and those watching on the live streams as well, will tell you the same thing. Amma was exactly what she appeared to be, genuine, kind, and selfless. As we say goodbye, I hope we take an important lesson from her life, that unity is our greatest strength. Amma spent her life keeping us together, and in her honor, may we always hold on to that. Rest in peace, Amma. We will miss you beyond words.
Amma was a pillar of strength, love, and wisdom. She faced adversity with quiet resilience, always carrying herself with grace and unwavering determination. She deeply valued love and unity, and she remained our guiding star throughout our lives. Her unconditional love and selflessness shaped not only us, her children, but also everyone who had the privilege of knowing her. In recent times, I've heard many people say, I have so much admiration for your mother. She was a wonderful soul. She touched so many lives leaving behind valuable lessons that we will carry forward. The wise words or mottos she lived her life by were, food keeps the family happy. No matter how early it was, Amma would wake up to prepare meals, ensuring that everyone was well fed and cared for. Another motto was, stay calm under pressure. Amma was never one to raise her voice, nor raise a hand to us. She chose her battles wisely, always teaching us that peace, patience, and love triumph over all. Another motto she lived by was, do good, be good, and always smile. Her gentle, reassuring smile radiated kindness. It's a memory we will forever cherish. Amma had a heart of gold, always giving, always putting others first. While Daddy was the disciplinarian, Amma was our refuge, our safe place. She was the one we turned for comfort, guidance, and unconditional love. Our dear Amma was one in a million, and we are truly blessed to have had an influence on lives so profoundly. Her love lives on in us, and we will forever be grateful.
Ladies and gentlemen, a correction. Those were the third and fourth children, respectively, of Amma. My apologies. At this point, I will ask the group to render one more song. Thank you.
Yeah.
At this point, I would like to call upon Ama's youngest two children, Kesu and Sogini, to continue that lovely story that the other four children had started. Kesu, Sogini.
Amma cherished life milestones, and we were blessed to celebrate many of them with her. Her 50th, her 60th, her 80th, 85th, and 90th birthdays. Though she was never one for public speaking, she surprised us all at her 85th birthday by delivering a heartfelt speech, making us incredibly proud. She was adventurous too. Unlike Daddy, who never had the opportunity to travel beyond South Africa, Ama's exploration included visiting Mauritius, New Zealand, Australia, and Thailand. Each trip was filled with new memories, laughter, and love. Even in her later years, she embraced every experience with excitement and gratitude. It was comfort knowing that she was able to visit Selwyn, Leland, and our families overseas, seeing firsthand how we live. In her final days, Amma remained true to who she was, a mother first, always thinking of her children. She held on until all 6 of us were by her side at hospital, as if waiting to make sure we were together before she let go. That was our Amma, selfless, strong, and full of love, right until the last breath on 8th of March 2025 at Gateway Hospital.
Even though Amma is no longer physically with us, she has left behind a priceless gift, the joy of family togetherness. Amma, your biggest wish was for us to remain united. And today, as we stand together, we honor your life in the best way possible. Thank you for your love, your sacrifices, your wisdom, and your kindness. To our dear family and friends, thank you for your support, for being there, and for the love you have shown Amma throughout her life. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Amma, despite your challenges brought about by old age, you somehow managed, never complained, but embraced your handicaps. You are now free of all these challenges and are in a better position to continue to watch over us. Rest in peace, Amma. You will live on in our hearts forever.
Thank you, Kesu and Sogini. So ladies and gentlemen, you have heard moving but humorous tributes from Amma's 6 children. I now call upon her grandson Kaveshan to share messages from her many grandchildren, many of whom were unable to be here today as they are scattered far and wide. Kavi.
I would like to read a few messages from Aya's grandchildren. A message from Professor. As kids, we always looked forward to Aya's trips to Sydney. She took immense care of us during her time with us. When we traveled back to South Africa as teenagers and then adults, it was our turn to return the favor. We ensured that we spent time with Aya. We made sure that she was all right and had good long conversations with her. Aya's mind was sharp, and even though many years would have gone by between us seeing each other in person, whenever we were together, it was as if we were only a few days apart. When Aya would ask us how university or work was going. We will miss Aya. She was a kind and strong woman who always put family first. I know she's proud of what all her children and grandchildren have achieved, and I'm sure she's resting again with Vincent Thala. A message from Vayuru and Eurasia. The day that God called your name, it broke our hearts in two, but heaven needed an angel, and the one he picked was you. We wish we could rewind the clock or make it turn real slow. We wish we could have hugged you one more time before you had to go. No matter how much time will pass, we will miss you every day. Keep shining bright in heaven so you can light our way. A message from Krishani and Prana. Today, we gather to remember and honor our grandmother. The words can never fully capture the depth of a person's life. We are grateful for the memories we have and the lessons she imparted. Her strength, kindness, and presence will continue to live in all of us, and we are thankful of the mark she left on our lives. May you rest in peace, Aya. We love you. A message from Caleb and Elise in Australia. The Naidoo family has lost its matriarch, and what a great example of mother, mother-in-law, auntie, and grandmother Aya was. Aya always had a smile on her face, and a laugh was never far away. These are some words of wisdom that Aya shared with us on our trip to South Africa in 2022-2023. To my beautiful, wonderful, caring children, and my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren, always think of your future life. Do good, be good, keep away from anger, always smile, have respect. Respect and discipline takes you a long way. A smile will take you for a mile. Respect your parents. Do not hurt anyone's feelings. Learn to be humble. Always be good to people. Do not turn your back to people. Control your temper. Talk with love to whoever you talk to. Love is God. God is love. Your help and kindness will never fade away. Do not hate anyone. Hate is dangerous. Love is wonderful. We will miss you all. A message from Riolin, Dranka, and Rian Impa. We know that Aya is resting in peace with our grandfather Vincent. In loving memory of Aya, we reflected on the person she was and our cherished memories with her. One of the things that stands out most profoundly to us is the incredible matriarch Aya was. It's no coincidence that Aya passed on International Women's Day, a day that honors the strength, resilience, and contributions of women. Aya embodied all these qualities. The life we are fortunate to live is only possible because of the great sacrifices she made for her family. Aya carried herself with such grace and dignity. While she was often quiet or soft-spoken, especially amidst our loud family environment, Her quietness was not weakness, it was strength. The women who raised me were not soft, they were strong. Their hands were calloused, their hearts warm, and their love was unconditional. This quote by poet Ruby Kaur embodies Aya. Her legacy is one of unwavering love, sacrifice, and resilience. She taught us to be strong in the face of adversity and to cherish family above all. Living in Australia, we didn't get to see Aya as often as we would have liked. For those who know Rian, some people might recall that he was obsessed with bin trucks growing up. Aya did not share the same obsession. However, despite this, whenever Aya visited, she would fully engage in whatever bin truck toys or games Rian wanted to play. Aya was extremely proud to have great-grandchildren, and we really wish she had the opportunity to meet her first great-grandchild, Lennox. We know that she would have been so excited to share whatever weird or wonderful games Lenny wanted to play because she always put family first. We love you, Aya. Rest peacefully. Message from Tivaram, Tiashu, and Rianta in New Zealand. Our grandmother was a woman of incredible warmth, love, and quiet strength. She had an unwavering patience that made everyone feel truly heard, and a presence that made us feel safe and loved just by being near her. Aya had an amazing memory and never forgot the details of our lives. She took such joy in our studies and careers, always eager to know how we were doing. Every graduation, every milestone, and every achievement, she celebrated them as if they were her own. Her love and encouragement meant the world to us, even from afar. One of Diashan's most treasured memories is when she gifted him a teddy bear named Max before we left for New Zealand. A small gesture that carried so much love and comfort across the distance. And of course, we will never forget the legendary chicken curry, a dish made with the same care and devotion she showed in every aspect of her life. Though Aya may no longer be with us, her kindness, her stories, and her love will stay with us always. Go well, Aya. You will forever be in our hearts. And lastly, a message from Derosha, Darshan, and myself. Aya was an inspiration to us in many ways, but we'll highlight just a few today. When she experienced challenges in her hearing and later her eyesight, she didn't get angry or frustrated. She just laughed at her typical joviality and asked us to repeat ourselves, or she tried again. For someone born before the invention of modern computing, when presented with her Android tablet, she was willing to learn. She wasn't afraid to try and learn how to interact with 21st century technology. She taught us that we should always be learning too. Derosha and I hope to continue her legacy of homemaking, which is based on safety, care, and peace for all who visited her home. We love and miss you, Aya, and will carry your teachings with us always. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavi. Every word there is true. I know that. Amma was indeed a much-loved mother and grandmother. And it is at times like these that one reflects and realizes that it's true that we come with nothing and leave with nothing except what we leave behind. In Amma's case, she leaves behind a legacy of good food, love, fun times, adoring children and grandchildren that is worthy of emulation and a very valuable lesson for all of us. Amma not only embraced her children and grandchildren, she equally embraced the young men and women that married her children. To pay tribute on behalf of Amma's sons and daughters-in-law, I call upon Vasanta Raceman's wife. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I speak to you now on behalf of Roshi, Yvonne, Cheryl, Neelan, and Kogi. My first message is to Yvonne. Amma was the kind of mother-in-law every daughter-in-law dreams of. Kind, loving, and endlessly patient. She never spoke a harsh word, never imposed her will, and always led by example. Her warmth and wisdom made her a true model. I am deeply grateful for the years Amma lived with us. Diakshan and Ivan were truly blessed to have been nurtured by a loving presence in their early years. Memories they will cherish forever. Go well, Amma. You will always be in our hearts. The next message is from Kovilan. Amma, thank you for treating me as one of your children. From the very first time I met you, you were caring, compassionate, and patient. I will miss the jokes with you. Whenever I called you old lady, you came straight back at me saying, I'm fine, old man. I will miss you, but I will miss you and you will not be forgotten. The next message is from Neelan. Amma, the 15 years you spent with Sovini and me in Parkgate were truly special. Years filled with warmth, love, and memories that we will cherish forever. These moments are priceless, and they will always remain close to our hearts. You shared your care so effortlessly, always ensuring that everything was taken care of. Coming home from work, I always knew that you had already handled whatever needed to be done. That was just who you were. Selfless, kind, and always thinking of others. I'm not sure if I should actually read this because Neelan, you are going to get me into trouble. Neelan wants me to tell you that he was the favorite son-in-law. Amma, we will miss you deeply, but we will hold on to the beautiful memories you gave us. Your gentle and loving nature will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Amma. God bless. The next message is from Cheryl. Amma was very kind, supportive, generous, and always encouraging. Roshi's message, Amma was always warm and caring, always cool, calm, and collected, and pleasant to be around. Dear Amma, I want to say thank you to you for being the most wonderful role model to me, for taking care of me when I was a young bride who could not even prepare a meal. You did everything for me when I lived with you, and I'm grateful for your acceptance of me. You took such good care of Kavershan, and for that I will always be grateful. Go well now. I love you. Thank you, Vasanta, Roshi, Yvonne, Neelan, and Kogilan, Cheryl. Those were very touching words that indeed epitomize the kind of mother-in-law you had. May I add my sincere condolences to Amma's children and extended family. And even though I am related to her by marriage, she has indeed impacted the lives of myself and my immediate family. So we too hold very special memories of our beautiful mother and will miss her dearly. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to read a special message penned by Amma's children living abroad to her children in the country, entitled, "Thank You, Saran, Sila, and Sophie." When we considered emigrating to Australia and New Zealand, one of the most important factors was ensuring that Amma would receive the care and support she needed. Our plans became a reality largely due to the unwavering commitment of our siblings who remained behind. From attending to Amma's medical needs and daily meals, to ensuring her accommodation was taken care of, Saran, Sila, Sogani, and their spouses, Roshi, Basanta, and Neelan, handled everything with such dedication. Words cannot express how deeply grateful we are for all they have done for Amma so unconditionally. She required extensive medical attention, dentistry, optical care, and so much more. Often, things had to be arranged urgently, yet despite their own work commitments and the responsibilities, they always put Amma first. We are incredibly fortunate to know that no matter what she needed, they were always there for her. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, from Selvan and Yvonne, Leelam and Kokilan, Kesu and Sheryl. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the final two messages that I want to read before I hand you over to Saran, who will move a vote of thanks. The first is from the trustees and members of the management and Sunday service group of the Sri Subramanian Alayam, we express our deepest condolences to the late N.M. Naidoo family at the passing away of our dear Amma, Mrs. Pushpavathi Naidoo, on Saturday, 8th March 2025. Our sincere and heartfelt sympathies go out to Mr. Raislan and Vasanta Naidoo and children Saran, Kesalan, Leelam, Kesu, Sogani and their families. Since we were sadly informed that our mother became critically ill, we prayed for her comfort and recovery. We sent messages of goodwill on our temple chats and always kept Amma and her family in our prayers and thoughts. Our departed mother must be remembered for her unwavering support and unconditional love to all her 6 children and their families. Her children, and especially Raislan and his wife Vasanta, were outstanding and dedicated devotees of our 125-year temple. Raislan, the present chairperson of the Board of Management, is noted for his exceptional humility and sterling leadership. We at the Drift Temple thank and pay tribute to Amma for having given birth to such a son, of whom our Hindu community is proud and blessed. We pray that the divine soul of our Amma attains moksha and liberation, and may Namah Shivaya grant the Naidoo family the strength and fortitude to bear their irreparable loss. This is from Prof. Chandra Kistan, trustee of the Sri Subramanian Alayam. And the final tribute comes from, I have to say this, I think Vani and Rukku and their family, their immediate family, were the additional children that Amma had. And I know that Amma was extremely, extremely fond of you. And I'm going to read this speech from the family. We are sad that Sammy is not with us. He underwent surgery a week ago and is unable to travel. Thank you all for honoring Amma's funeral and for standing by us during these tough times. We are truly blessed to have such wonderful friends and families in our lives. We are so sorry to hear about the loss of our precious Amma, Auntie Pushpavathi, as we all knew her. May her loving memory be a blessing to you and your family. May you find strength and comfort in the cherished moments you shared with her. A mom that cared for her children, her grandchildren, and her extended nieces and nephews throughout her lifetime. That's so beautiful. We'll always cherish the memories of our time on the farm with you, Mom. The way you'd tend to care for the guests who arrived for lunch or dinner and nurture the land with love and dedication. We remember the laughter, the adventures, and the quiet moments we shared together under the open sky. The farm was more than just a place. It was a symbol of your hard work, your resilience, and your love for nature. Those were special times filled with simplicity, joy, and a deep connection to the land and to each other. Rest in peace, dear Mom. May your love for the land and our family continue to inspire us. Amma, your unwavering care and devotion touched every moment of our lives. With every sacrifice, every late night, and every heartfelt conversation, you showed us what unconditional love was. Your selflessness, guidance, and support helped shape us into the people we are today. Your influence will continue to inspire us, motivate us, and remind us of the importance of family, love, and kindness. We are grateful for the memories, the laughter, and the adventures we shared with you on our regular journey to the New Glasgow farm and your Verulam apartment. Your love will remain the foundation of our lives and will carry it with us always. Your entertainment and excitement during our years of visiting the farm will always be remembered as special to our family. Amma, may your soul reach moksha at the feet of Lord Shiva as we say farewell to you. Dear Amma, your care, compassion, and love will never be forgotten. We love you, Amma. This is from Vani, Druku, Sammy, Price, Radha, Viveshan, Surendri, Shmalan, and Priya. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've concluded the formal part of the program. I'm going to call upon Saran to move the vote of thanks, whereafter he will hand over to the Guru for the final prayer. Thank you.
I want to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to those who have helped us and those that have played a role during our mother's life. Firstly, Sajida Ali of Inside Vision, the optometrist, for taking care of Amma's eye care. Dr. Salaji for being Amma's GP for over 50 years. Dr. Duki, who has taken care of Amma's medical needs for the past few years. Dr. Anupa Ramnarayan for her medical guidance. Ma's caregivers, Rose and Gugu. I'd like you to stand. There's Rose and Gugu. Rose and Gugu, thank you for taking such good care of our mother. Ma's neighbors who were always around to support Ma. Thank you. The Sunday prayer service group of the Sri Siva Subramania Alim, thank you for the positive vibrations that you created here today. Ronnie Krishnan, who played the harmonium, and Segia Pusami, the tabla, thank you. Our MC Prem Governor, for all his assistance and for being the program director. For the many floral tributes, messages of condolences and cash donations that came from all over the world. To my siblings and their spouses for traveling from New Zealand and Australia to be here. To the cousins and families that have come down from Gauteng, thank you. Now, during the course of Amma's life, there were so many of you that did so much for her, from preparing meals, organizing massages for her, and even just making a phone call to check on her. Thank you for that. Kavesh, my nephew, for teaching Ma about technology, for allowing her to communicate with her children and grandchildren from overseas. Sovni and Neelan, for the care they took for Amma and Danny for a number of years. Thank you. I want to finally thank my brother Raisilan and his wife Vasanta, who lived not far from Mom, for their unwavering dedication to our mother's care during the recent years. Your selflessness and compassion have been a beacon of hope for our family. Your tireless efforts to ensure Mom's well-being, from checking in on her to managing her supplies and medical appointments, have been a huge comfort to us all. We are forever grateful for your love and support. To everyone who has helped in any way, thank you for your thoughtfulness. I must emphasize also that every sibling and their spouses played their role in caring for Daddy and Amma in some way or the other. So to everyone who has helped us, thank you again. If I missed out mentioning your name, please accept this as a thank you.
அம்மா என்பது தமிழ் வார்த்தை, அதுதான் குழந்தையின் முதல் வார்த்தை. That is the first word a child utters when the child is able to form a sound. The reason is that the connect with the mother is long before the father and anybody else. It starts in the womb of a mother, a loving womb, a loving mother. Therefore it said, கருவை சுமைப்பது பெண்தானே, உயிரை படைப்பது பெண்தானே. Only a lady can carry the child, and only a lady can give birth to the child whom she lovingly brings onto this earth. I will ask the family members to come and do your rose tributes, making sure the stem is towards the feet and the flower towards the face when they've done it. கருவை சுமைப்பது பெண்தானே, உயிரை படைப்பது, giving birth to that life. When we get hurt, we scream, Yamadiyo, that's what we call for the mother. Not that father is insignificant. They have roles to play, and therefore the mother's role is of that beginning in the womb. We say Mada, Pida, Guru, Devam. We heard accolades about this mother. We even heard about the father. So much of love, so much of charisma, and so much of ownership as a mother and a granny and a mother-in-law, or whoever she was, whosoever that came into contact with her. That is what we heard. Therefore, Mada, the mother, Pida, the father, Guru, then Devam. Devam comes last. Because our patriarchal, our parents are our Kankanda Devangal. They are our living God. No point in hurting them and going praying at the temple and breaking thousands of coconuts doing Pushpavathi. That doesn't work. Pray at the feet of your parents. Ask for the blessing. You will progress, you will prosper. In that song that George sang, he just left, அம்மா என்பது தமிழ் வார்த்தை, அதுதான் குழந்தையின் முதல் வார்த்தை. And when you look at the line that says, கருவோடு என்னை தாங்கி. Mom, you brought me 9 months in your womb. You suffered turmoil, you suffered upheaval. You had to give up certain food. You couldn't go to the doctor and take an antibiotic because it did not affect me. That's how the love of a mother supersedes everything. And then it says, ஏழு ஜன்மங்கள் எடுத்தாலும் நான் பட்ட கடன் தீருமா. However many births that take mother, would I be able to settle your debt? And the answer is no. Because the love of a mother cannot be bought, the debt of a mother cannot be settled, and the love of mother will last until, like this mother, that goes to the grave. So with that, my dear people, we've come almost to the end of our service. We are going to proceed to the very crematorium while the family are offering their flowers. I'm going to dedicate one Murugan song and then we'll all rise to proceed to the crematorium. Unnayo marapadundo. How should I forget you? Maranda ullathil amaidi undo muruga unnayo marapadundo. Maranda ullathil amaidi undo muruga unnayo marapadundo. Trust in God. Nothing is impossible. Trouble that comes like a mountain will disappear in the morning like the morning dew. Then it says in the Tirukkural, Nallar Oruvan Ulare, when there is no you. The rain falls far from your doorstep to every other doorstep, every other home, bringing that much needed relief. So is the mother. She is the Lakshmi. She is the light. She is the embodiment of grace. She is the embodiment of the aura. And she is the Shakti like the Bhuma Devi, who is able to carry this family. And today, if you look at this unity, this is the virtue the mother is instilled in them. Able to carry the Shakti, able to take this family and cradle all the burden without complaining, but yet leave a good legacy, a beautiful legacy behind. We salute this mother and we pray that the soul will reach that moksha gati. Let us all join oneness in that song, in their dedication, in the last verse of Vardhavaduvayam, in that song, Sundaramurti says, life is an illusion, death is a certainty. We see time and time and again. We come with nothing, we go with nothing. Therefore, let's remember to do good, to be good. Mother said, love is God, God is love. Swami says, love all, save all. If that is the cornerstone of our life, my dear people, there won't be all the atrocities, all the hatred, all the jealousy, all the egoism that goes around. So let's make that our belief in life. God is love, love is God. So in Bhardhavadamayam, that's where the mother's body is going to go. To ash, later into Ganga Devi, from Ganga Devi the bottom is Bhuma Devi, and we can offer the remains there. Let's pray to God Almighty. Oh, yes, go to the front of the Google of the water shower. Go to the front. Oh, Puriya. That's what we're going to do. But we can just chant Om Namah Shivaya as we leave the venue. Om Savat Tramalam. Right, Kevin. Vishnu Bhagavan Govinda. 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 Tirumalayandamak Govinda. 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 Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் ஓம் நம சிவாய 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 கோவிந்தா 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 கருடவாகனனுக்கு கோவிந்தா 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 திருமலை ஆண்டவருக்கு கோவிந்தா 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 ஓம் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஓம் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஓம் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஓம் கங்கா யமுனா சிந்து கங்கா யமுனா சிந்து காவேரி கோதாவரி நர்மதா சரஸ்வதி ஏழு புண்ணிய தீர்த்தங்களை புரோஷித்து ஓம் கணநாதுக்கும் சிவபெருமானுக்கும் ஆதிபராசக்தி முருகபெருமானுக்கும் கற்பூர தீப தூதிபாராதனை சமர்ப்பயாமே. அருள் பெரும் ஜோதி தானி பெரும் கருணை தானி பெரும் கருணை அருள் பெரும் ஜோதி நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ்வாழ்க இமை எப்பொழுதும் எங்கள் நெஞ்ச நீங்காதா தாழ்வாழ். ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி. கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா. Dear people, we are going to the crematorium. Please accompany us. Thank you. Those that are going home, I wish you a safe journey home. God bless you.
Dinner is being served, so if you're not going to the crematorium, please stay back for dinner. Those who are coming to the crematorium, please come back here. Meals will be served in the hall.
Oh, yes.